Many of us feel a nagging sense of being lost, not for lack of ambition, but because we cannot clearly see what we are ambitious for. We might envy those with clear goals, wondering why our own path remains shrouded in fog. This book addresses that core dilemma, asserting that the inability to name our desire is not a personal failing but a puzzle with solvable pieces. The reasons we feel stuck are common, often rooted in old stories we've absorbed from others, a fear of taking the first step, or hidden internal resistance that sabotages us before we even begin. The journey starts by untangling these threads, giving ourselves permission to listen to our own quiet voice beneath the noise of expectation. A primary obstacle is the weight of other people's hopes for our lives. From childhood, we collect narratives about who we should be: the doctor, the stable provider, the artist, often mistaking these external scripts for our own ambitions. To clear this clutter, a practical exercise is proposed. List the important people in your life and what you believe they expect of you. Then, honestly assess which choices you've made to fulfill those expectations and how those choices have made you feel. This act of separation is crucial. It creates a space where you can begin to distinguish the dreams you inherited from the ones you genuinely wish to build for yourself. It's not about rebellion, but about reclaiming authorship of your own story. Paralysis often follows this confusion. We wait for a lightning bolt of inspiration, refusing to move until we have a perfect, complete map. The book argues this is backwards. Action itself is the catalyst for clarity. You cannot think your way into knowing what you want. You must do your way into it. Trying new things, even in small doses, provides invaluable data. You learn what energizes you and what drains you, what feels like play and what feels like labor. Each experiment, whether a success or a fascinating failure, builds confidence and sharpens your instincts. Luck, too, favors those in motion, as opportunities arise from engagement with the world. The key is to start before you feel ready, understanding that the path will reveal itself with each step taken. Beneath inaction often lies a deeper layer: hidden resistance. This is the internal saboteur that conjures up reasons why our secret dreams are impossible. To expose it, a creative exercise is suggested. Describe your fantasy life or ideal job in lavish, unrestrained detail. Then, vividly imagine living that life. Pay close attention to the unease, the cynical voice that whispers, "You're not good enough," or "That's not practical." Those messages are your hidden resistance speaking. By writing them down, you bring them into the light, where they lose much of their power. You can then examine them not as truths, but as fears to be understood and addressed. For those who cling to safety, known as sure-thing personalities, the leap can feel especially daunting. The case of Jerry, a well-paid but unfulfilled editor who dreamed of screenwriting, illustrates a gentle approach. He didn't need to quit his job immediately. Instead, he began writing for just a short time each day. This small action allowed him to re-identify as a writer while maintaining his security. The lesson is profound. You can build your passion alongside your current life. It might mean sacrificing one mundane task, skipping ironing or simplifying dinner, to carve out a sacred hour for yourself. These small, consistent actions create a new identity and momentum, proving that transformation does not require a single, terrifying plunge. A different challenge faces those who appear successful by every external measure but feel empty inside. These fast trackers have achieved society's benchmarks, prestige, wealth, accolades, yet find no satisfaction. Their unhappiness is often compounded by the fear of walking away from a hard-won life. The first step here is an emotional inventory. By journaling freely about feelings of anger, fear, and hurt, you release pent-up stress and gain clarity. What is this successful life costing you? The next step is pragmatic. Begin a freedom fund. Even if your new direction is unclear, systematically saving money creates future options, buying you the time to explore and redefine success on your own terms. Finally, there are those who knew what they wanted, achieved it, and then lost it. This group includes people navigating major transitions, like an empty nest or a career change, as well as those grappling with profound loss, such as the end of a dream or the death of a loved one. For them, the process involves regrouping and finding touchstones. By mapping your life in 5-year increments and noting the activities that brought you pure joy at each stage, you can identify enduring themes: a love of teaching, a need for creativity, a passion for the outdoors. These themes are your touchstones, clues to a renewed purpose. For deep grief, the work begins with honoring what was lost through writing, fully remembering the beauty of the life you loved before slowly, gently, looking for ways those touchstones might inform a new chapter. Ultimately, this book is a compassionate manual for self-discovery. It asserts that your true desires are not missing, merely obscured. By methodically removing the blocks of expectation, inaction, and fear, and by using life's inevitable transitions as raw material for reinvention, you can move from a state of wondering to a state of knowing. The answer to "what do I want?" is found not in frantic searching, but in the quiet space you create when you stop listening to everyone else and start taking small, brave steps toward what feels authentically your own.